YouTube. Let me get this glare off my screen. I have to remember to do that before I start. Nina here, social media strategist, technical trainer, and business coach for entrepreneurs. So, I've been asked to do some tips on Facebook ads because I talk about Facebook ads all the time. I love Facebook ads. That's how I'm building my list, that and referrals, and it's worked for me. So, I wanted to give everyone some tips. I'm going to go through these kind of quickly, so pay attention. And if you're in the Business Masterminds group, I will upload this worksheet as a gift from me to you. Also, Actionistas, since I'm in that group also, with Nadia, one of my mentors that I love from London, I will upload it in that group. Everyone else, if you take the course, I will have that in the course for you. So one, know your ideal client. And I know we have a lot of copywriters that talk about understanding what they want and what they crave and what keeps them up at night and all of that. And of course, that is great when you're writing your copy, your about us, your ads, things like that. But in order to find out who you target, you also want to understand where they shop, what they like. Do they like certain products? Do they shop certain places? Do they read certain books, magazines? So it's still the same ICA. It's still the same ideal client avatar. That's what ICA means. But you're looking for behavior so you can target people with certain behavior. And then you use what you know about them. Number two, research to actually speak to them. So you go and do some research. Facebook has this Facebook graph search where you can type in, start with doing just pages like, and then wait. And then you'll see there's a space. Pages like Social Media Examiner, pages like Herbalife, pages like whatever. And you could find whatever is kind of the same one. So if I look at pages like Weight Watchers, Jenny Craig comes up. Okay, so you want to find other pages. You can do things like women, pages liked by women 35 through 45, and I don't know if that's the exact term. There's certain terms that you have to use, and in my course I have the whole spreadsheet of what you can use. But there's also, you could say, groups about social media. Okay, that's what those tags are in your groups. You can do, and I have a video actually. Where's the magic area? That's the magic area. I put the video here. I have a video on that tells you a little bit about how to name your Facebook groups and things like that so you can be seen. So study them. Find groups, find pages, go look through the pages, see what they're talking about. Use some of those terms. Don't just swipe someone's stuff. Don't be like that. Use integrity. But really find out, and I use Weight Watchers because I use this in my training, but if Weight Watchers, if you see on the page, it was like, one of the members was like, I kept falling off of the wagon, but I finally stayed on this time. Thank you, Weight Watchers. Your ad can say, are you constantly falling off the wagon? It's time to stop. With our program, blah, 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 right? Because I'm not a copywriter, but I can look at what people are saying and use those. If you have pages where people have stars, the ratings, look at what they're saying. This was the best restaurant because it had great customer service and the ambiance was blah, blah, blah. Take that. Come to our restaurant. It has, wonderful ambiance and, great. You're learning what your ICA wants. Okay, so that's studying them. And that's actually number three, too, speaking their language. So you want to know their language in order to speak it. And there's also different websites you can research and, different things. So moving to number four, use graphics that appeal to them. Or what I do, you use video because people are like, ooh, it's a real person. She's talking. I want to listen to her rather than just a picture. But if you use like a quirky picture, for instance, if your ICA is a mom, a single mom maybe, let's say a single mom with young kids, and then you are a mom and you have kids. Maybe you have your kids like with one in the background pulling your hair and the other one is like jumping in front of the camera or whatever. She's going to relate to that because she's going to be like, that's my family. That's what happens. Ha ha ha. Then you put something like Southwest. Want to get away? So you want to relate to them, use graphics that appeal. Or like for me, my ICA really are women. And pink is a woman color, and I keep, my lip on. That's not for the ICA, but they might look at that and be like, oh, I think I have that lip color. Let me see what she's talking about. So use graphics or video. Videos convert for cheaper for me. That's what I've seen, and that's what I've heard. Audience insights. There is an area on your Facebook page. So if you go up to the top, your Facebook business page, go up to the top, go to promote, and then manage ads, and then go to, and that's your ad manager, a step above Boost. So there you can see all of the audience insights for Facebook. So back in the day, you used to have those telemarketers that contacted you because your name was on some list because you signed up for something. This is the same thing. You like an ad or you like a page on Facebook, and they're like, okay, she liked a Ferragamo ad. So she likes Ferragamo. Put her in that group. Okay, Ferragamo, you might pay a little bit more, so she might be a higher spender, right? When you purchase something and you're logging in with your Facebook credentials, then it's showing that you're an online purchaser. People can track when you make it to their thank you page. So all of that insight is in Audience Insights in Facebook. It doesn't say your name, doesn't say who you are, but you can filter it on your left-hand side for your audience. So you can say my audience is 35 to 40, I don't know, and they're men, and they like fitness magazine, and they like lifting weights. And then you look over here and you see most of the men that are in that actually have high school level education, and they are single, and they shop at this, and they like those pages. So what do? You take the information on the left and the information on the right, you put it down on the sheet that will be uploaded, and you market those people. So you only knew like 10 things about them, right? Then you went to the groups, you found out some more things about them. Then you found in Audience Insights and you find out more things about them. So it's not like you just find your ICA and you wish for it. You research them until you get that down from 150 down to 75, down to 33 cents, down to 16 cents per conversion, whatever it is that you're looking for. Okay, and it will change on the weekends or in the day, whatever. But you want to you don't want to just get your ads out there and get a lot of people, but you want to get them for cheaper, or else what's the point? Number 6, Power Editor. So there's Boost, there's Ads Managers, and then there's Power Editor. So you go to Power Editor and you take all that information from your Audience Insights and you could save it, and you say build a campaign, put in that Audience Insight, and then build your ad with a video preferably. And now Facebook has the picture carousel, so you could put, I think it's up to 5 pictures for an ad. So score. But basically Power Editor is the best way to actually advertise. So I do go in my course a little bit more, not a lot more. That's what the whole course is on. Check and tweak it. Download the app. It's called Facebook Ads, and I use GetResponse. So I don't know if you could see this. Let's see how that works. Okay, so that is where's my hand? It's whatever. Facebook Ads and then GetResponse. I am in that thing all day. The first 2 days of my ad, I look at something that's signing up. Then I look at Facebook conversions, and I see if it starts going up to 49 cents or 59 cents, I'm like, wait a minute. So I go in there and tweak it. So I look and I'm like, okay, you go back into your ads, and you could see that maybe your age range is too much, and that most of the people are a lot older. So maybe you thought it was single men, and then you notice that most of the married men are responding. So you take the single men off. You don't want to advertise them to them unless that's your ideal and you could pay a little bit more for them. But for me, that's what helped me kind of narrow down who I want to reach. Okay, that is Power Editor and checking and using your app. Lookalike audience. So I'm going to go back to the part where I said Audience Insights. So in your Audience Insights, not only can you see all of Facebook, you can put in your own page. So on your left-hand side, all the way at the bottom, when you're an Ads Manager, you could put in your page only if you have at least 1,000 likes, right? And well, Facebook says 1,000. It's really like 1,200, 1,300 because it takes Facebook some time to catch up with its own count. I don't know. It's kind of weird. But basically, once you have about 1,300, you can do those same filtering for your own page. Okay? when you do that filtering and say you have 1,000 people, once you have 1,000 people, if you have them and they're in your ICA, you could create a lookalike audience. You could say, Facebook, look at all those people on my page. I want more people like that to look at my ad. Don't look at all of Facebook, just look at people like that. And then you make a lookalike, and you can do it from, I think it's like 200,000 to 2.4 million. And then you narrow that down still. Sorry, Princess was getting in her little bed. So you narrow that down more, and you could still do more filters with their interests and things like that. And then basically, you're using Facebook to find more people like the people on your page. That brings me to the last one. Don't invite your mom to your page. Don't invite your best friends. Don't invite, unless they're in your ICA. So basically, what you want to do is only invite people in your ICA. Don't go into groups and do the like ladders and it's like, everybody like this, everybody put your page down there. If they're not in your ICA and you're targeting people like the people on your page, you're just wasting money. And say you just want to do an ad to everyone on your page. Now you are advertising to your mom and your aunt and your cousin. You just paid 50 cents for her to see an ad that you emailed her anyway. Like, look, mom, look what I did. Now you have to pay to see it for her to see it. So that's my 9 items. If you have any questions, let me know. Just in case you're wondering, I do training. I'm a technical trainer. I'm starting a master program called From Newbies to Masters on July 1st. And in that course, you're going to learn everything about how to commit to being an entrepreneur, how to remain accountable and stay on track, how to create a memorable personal brand because your brand could go with you anywhere, how to choose the right social media, how to really get in touch with branding yourself online and converting, showing interest, giving value, and really getting people to see who you are online. And I am running a special until June 20th. So go to www.fromnewbiestomasters.com and I will see you in the course where we do coaching. Yes, coaching twice a month. So join me over there. Thanks.